In this part of the timeline series, you've already built your timeline and added effects, so now you're ready to take things further by taking full control of your playback using control cues. Here's what we'll cover: what control cues are and how they work, adding and editing control cues, triggering multiple timelines for complex shows.
Control cues let you tell watch out to play, pause, or stop parts of your show. You can also use them to jump to a specific time or to trigger another timeline. This gives you flexibility to design shows with multiple scenes. To add a control cue, just right-click inside the timeline and choose either play or pause control cue. You can then click on the cue and go to the Properties window to adjust its behavior. In the Properties panel, under Set Timeline State, you can change the cue type between play, pause, or stop. If you choose pause, the control cue will pause the timeline and leave the time needle hovering at its current position. If you press play again, the timeline will continue. If you choose stop, the timeline will stop completely. Under the Jump section, you can choose to jump to a specific time by selecting Jump to Time and entering the desired time code. Or choose Jump to Queue and enter the name of the queue you want to jump to. To name a queue, just select it and go to the Properties window. There you'll find a field labeled Name, where you can type in your queue name. Every show in WATCHOUT is built in a timeline. You can trigger another timeline automatically, whether it's the one you're currently working on or any other timeline in the project. First, add a play control cue. Then, go to the Properties window. Under the Playback Control section, click on List, then click Include to choose which timelines this cue will control. After selecting the timelines, you can set the desired action, whether you want to play, pause, or stop them. This lets you build shows where one timeline can trigger others at just the right moment. Now let's go over a few more ways to control playback directly. You can also control the timeline status directly from the timeline by clicking on the play, pause, or stop icons. These buttons let you manually start, pause, or stop playback. Another quick method is to press the space bar on your keyboard to toggle between play and pause. Additionally, you can open the Timelines window, which gives you an overview of all available timelines. There you can see their current status, whether they are playing or not, and at what time they are. And you can also control them using the play, pause, or stop buttons next to each timeline. Don't forget to save your show regularly while making changes. You can do this by clicking File, then Save from the top menu, or by pressing Ctrl+S on your keyboard. If it's a new show, WATCHOUT will ask you to enter a name for the show file and choose where to save it.
Thank you for watching.